Hello and welcome to day 7 of our mobility series. Today is going to look more like a traditional yoga flow, so it's going to feel really good, and we're going to be discussing the habit of Jesus of giving, right? Scripture tells us it is better to give than to receive, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So I do want to start off today with just bringing some extra awareness to the breath. So if you just want to find a comfortable position, you might drop your hands, your arms down by your side. You might bring one hand to your belly, one to your heart. Just start to take those full inhales and exhales. Go ahead and drop those shoulders down. I want you to start thinking about someone in your life recently who has shown you generosity. If there's any tension in your eyebrows or your cheekbones or your jaw, just release that. A little trick to release jaw tension is if you bring the tip of your tongue to the back of your front teeth. Feel a little release there. Just start to allow moments of generosity shown to you come to mind. Maybe it's a friend, a parent, a spouse. Maybe it's a stranger. Just bring yourself back to that moment. Go ahead, bring those arms down to the side if they were lifted. On our inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders up to our ear. Exhale, roll them back and down. Keeping up that movement. One more. Then just reverse that direction. Go ahead, bring those arms out to the side. We're going to take those arm reaches again too. So one palm plumes up toward the ceiling and then down. Getting our obliques involved a bit here. And bring those arms back down. Go ahead, pull one knee in to the chest and then the other. And test your balance off the bat here. All right, then go ahead and just pull one foot back into a quad stretch. Stretching out those quads. We're not holding for too long here. It's more of a dynamic movement today. All right. Go ahead, bring hands behind the head. We're gonna move into a good morning here. So booty pushes back into a squat. Back to that good morning. Stand tall. Good morning. Squat. Good morning. Stand. Let's do one more. Good morning. Into a squat. And stand. All right, come on to the back of your mat here. I'm gonna take a big inhale. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, dive into a forward fold. Your knees might be bent or straight. Go ahead, hang heavy. Next inhale, our hands are going to come to our shins. So we have a flat back here, and a halfway lift. On the exhale, fold back down. Go ahead, roll all the way up to standing, nice and slow. So you get to the top, arms come back overhead. And once again, dive on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive down. Inhale all the way to standing. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, dive down. Here we're gonna walk into a plank. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down and take an upward dog. Push on back into downward dog. You might hold, you might walk out the dog, might lift or come onto both tippy toes and then lower. Just explore here, let it feel good. Go ahead, lift the right leg high, and then we're going to bring that leg in between our hands. Coming up into a high lunge here. Bring the hands down to the hips, if you'd like. And we're going to slightly lower our knee and lift. So it might just be a very slight movement for you today. You might be able to bring that knee all the way down to the mat and then lift. Find what feels good and stick to it. Next time your knee comes down, drop it all the way to the mat. We're just going to rock forward and back. Forward and back. Two more. Alright. And we're just going to widen our knee out to the side to about a 45-degree angle. We're going to rock forward and back once again. Loosening up any tight hips. And once more, this time the knees or hip is going to open to a 90-degree angle, go out and in. Alright, bring that knee down and walk out into a tabletop. Couple cat-cows here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and contract the spine. Few more like that. From here, tuck those toes, push into that downward dog. Moving to the left side of our body, lift that left leg high. On the exhale, bring it in between the hands and rise into high lunge. Let's have it for my arms to go up overhead. You can lower those arms to the hips and just lower and lift that back knee. So on the topic of giving, I think that sometimes we can get a little tense, right? Thinking, well, you know, I don't have a ton to give. I don't have a ton financially to be able to give at this point. And I just want to encourage you that it's not the amount that matters to God, but rather the state of our hearts when it comes to giving. 2 more here. Lower that back knee all the way down. And just shift forward and back. So scripture tells us, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. I think that this, when it comes to material possessions or money or just, you know, whatever we cherish and value so highly in this world, it reveals where our heart is, where we're placing our trust. Next time you come up, just widen that stance to 45 degrees forward and back. There's a instance in the Gospels where known as the widow's offering, and people are coming and making donations to the temple treasury, and the rich, you know, are giving a ton, right? They have a surplus, they can give a lot. Widen the stance to 90 degrees, out and in. And a widow comes, just has two coins that she puts in there. It seems like nothing compared to the amounts others are giving, and yet Jesus says, her. She has given. He notices her, right? Because of her trust and her dependency on God. Bring it on up. Bring that foot down. Back into tabletop. This time, let's go into a child's pose. Really inch those fingertips out as far away from the body as possible. From here, we're just going to flip the palms up and down, up and down. And then go ahead, we're going to take some circles here, hip circles here. So coming up to one side, dropping the hips, and bringing the hips down. Other side. Again, let this really just feel good for your body. This move's going to look a little different for everyone. Might widen the knees a little bit. At the beginning, I asked us about a moment someone has given to you or shown generosity lately. Go ahead back into that child's. Widen the knees out. We're going to come onto our forearms and just take some froggy rocks. So just moving forward and back. There's arguably the most famous line of scripture, John 3:16, that says, God so loved the world that he gave his only son. So if you are ever at a point where you're thinking, man, I don't know what people have given me, I pray that verse comes to mind, that you're able to remember the ultimate gift that is Jesus Christ, who gave his life for you. Bring those hips back in. We're going to come into a tabletop. Go ahead, look over one shoulder and then the other. And drop into a puppy pose from here. So hips stay where they are. Just bring those arms forward. You could bring your chin to the mat or your forehead. And hold. Now, friend, God very likely is not going to ask that in return we give our lives also, right, on the cross, on a physical cross. It does tell us we are to give our lives as a living sacrifice. And so if there's an area that God has gifted you in, maybe it's financially, maybe you can go and donate to a nonprofit, but maybe it's a special skill, a gifting for being able to sing or being able to write. I encourage you to use that as a living offering to God, to give to others as he has given to us. If you're still in that puppy pose, go ahead and come into a seated position, come to cross-legged position. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, we're going to just take a side body stretch here, holding, looking up toward the ceiling. And come on up to the other side. Let's do one more each way. Come on up. Gonna take some neck rolls here, so dropping left ear to left shoulder. Holding. You might, with your left hand, just lightly tug your ear a little closer to that shoulder. Drop the chin to the chest, and other side. Hold. Once heard it said that giving trains us out of self-centeredness. I love that. Takes the focus off of us and puts it on another. Pull that chin back to chest. Take some full neck rolls here. And other way. Bring the head on up to neutral. Arms come up behind the head. Big inhale, puff that chest out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale. Try to reach those elbows together. Just like that. It is better to give than to receive. That's what scripture tells us, and it's true. I'm sure you've experienced that feeling of giving someone a gift and just seeing their joy, and it's so fulfilling. One more. All right, come on up. Thank you for being here today, friends. I will see you tomorrow for day 8, and I am excited for you and all the opportunities to give that are going to come to you in these upcoming days.